Ladies and gentlemen, we got action here at the 2023 Western BCA Championship. The coin has been flipped, the balls have been racked, and we are here for a gold teams match. We've got Max Cigar #1 versus Task Force 4. I like the guys with the 1 by their name. I don't know. No, I don't. We'll see what happens here. Opening break there. This is Summerfield coming to you live from Railbirds Productions here at the Chinook Casino and Resort. Looks like Max has the home field advantage here, which means they'll break the first and third sets here. Cigar. I got to do a little bit of paperwork, and I'm going to get all locked and loaded, ready to roll for this team's match. This is a B-side match, by the way. All right. On our main screen here, you see Miss Josie Bayless. That is Melinda on the second table. And we're kind of just going to be commentating this main table here. So let's see, she's choosing stripes here. Getting all the way on the back side of that 12 ball. A nice shot. Just got to figure out what to do with that 11 ball. 13 ball will get her down there. It does look like the 11 passes in the upper left-hand corner pocket. So if she can get just on the right side of that center line of that 13 ball, she can probably carry down for it. 15 will get you on the 10. It looks like she's looking around for the bridge, which I don't see under her table. Typically a bridge. Oh, there we go. They're both under the other table. And this is day 2 teams action. It was day 1 for us. I think they started silver and gold the day before, and they started platinum today. So we unfortunately weren't able to win our first match. We got our second one. Play again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Everybody's favorite time to play pool. This is Melinda with the crutch. Looks like she was trying to play into the rail, back out. We saw her play some really, really nice. Let's see, hold on. Yeah. Really nice stroke shots yesterday. I was very impressed. Definitely a veteran of the game. And looking pretty good here. I don't like saving that 11, but you don't have a lot of a choice. Just got to really make sure you get right on this 13 ball. She's looking at taking the 12 right now. I kind of would have thought she'd leave the 12. Getting a good line on that. It's like carrying forward. Plays off the 3. Gets right on top of that 13 ball. I think she was trying to hold short for that. 13 does look like it goes in the upper left corner pocket. That's not going to get her down for that 11 ball, though. 11 ball does not have a clear path to the side pocket banking. And I do not think there's any way it's going underneath that 2 ball. Can try and play the 10. You can try and play the 10 and come back behind it. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the 3 ball now in the way of that 11 also because she nudged that ball. I'm going to consider playing safe at this point. Not a lot of good can come. I don't think you're going to really run into that 11 unless you really get yourself perfect, and there's just no pocket for it right now. I might bake the 11 into the 6 right now and try and get under the 2 ball. Looks like she's carrying down, trying to get under the 10. And you know, you get under the 10 there and you have an over and back to get on the 11. Well, she's made all but 2. So she's got a little more room to work, but she's going to have a tough leave on this one. Long rail bank is available. Also going to pull this up so I can remotely monitor the chat room with you guys. If you guys are tuning in out there, thank you for tuning in out there. We're stoked to have you here at Railbirds Productions, like we said, here at the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort in Lincoln City, Oregon. This is the final couple days. This is Friday. We're done on Sunday. So, been here for a while now. Hope you guys have enjoyed what you've seen so far. If you have liked it, enjoying what you're seeing, what you're hearing, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It'll let you know every time we go live here in Lincoln City and beyond. That is going to bring Bill to the table. And he's got his work cut out for him here. Nothing real obvious. It looks like looking at banking the 6 ball, pretty much playing safe. So yeah, just kind of floating under that 8 ball to block the 11, using the 1 to block the 10. Not sure what good it does to call. I guess unless you want to keep your run going, and he fired that bank shot. Nice shot. Goes in. I'm not sure that he wanted to be shooting again there. I think that was kind of a hit and hope, and then it went in, and he was like, well, shoot. I wish it was her turn. Do have a lot of good safety options here. And yeah, you don't really have a great opening shot to continue your run here. He's looking at shooting another bank. You know, you bank this, you bank it off the edge of the 10 ball, you're looking a lot better. But this isn't really going to get you into good shape land either. Drilled that bank 2 in a row. Just banking out. Does that 7 ball go up table? All right, 7 up table. 7 play up just past the center line of the 1. Play the 1 to break out the 3. You got action. Let's see it happen. Yep, looking at the 7. Don't want to overrun that. And a little far. All right, gets on the probably the 4 ball next. You could also play the 1 and might have enough of an angle to slide over and knock that 3-11. Well, a couple bank shots get him into this rack and almost to the point of no turning back. Well, it looks like Brandt on that other table overran that just a little bit. He's got a tough cut in the side or in the corner. Looking at playing the 1, trying to break that 3 ball out. Never mind, playing the 5. The way he's banking, he might just want to make that 1 and bank that 3. He's got most of a pocket. All right, Brandt taking that one down. Hey, Bill. This is, like I said, no one here. They're racking on the other table. We can take a little more of a look here. She's Still kind of in trouble here. 10 does not look like it's got a clear bank. That 8 ball is just hanging right in front of it also. Looks like she's probably playing off the right or the bottom edge of that 10 down table. I definitely like that shot. Oh man, gets an unlucky carom and scratches. Heartbreaker. Another break coming here. This is Steve Wald breaking against Kirsten on the other table. It's like a dry break. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Everything's up there. Kirsten gets to the table. And ball in hand here for Mr. Bill. See what he's able to do. He is in a weird spot here. You'd like to use the 1 to just break out that 3, but that 8 is hampering it. I would probably line up the 1 in the corner if it passes the 11 and just follow that. Looks like he's going to try and play the 4 and maybe nudge the 8 ball. So he's right on top of it. It's a... No, he looks like he's going right into the rail. Definitely following this ball. Maybe he's trying to follow to the backside of the 8. Okay, playing safe. And just a full hook there. She can still see part of the 10 ball. I guess kind of forcing her to shoot at that. Again, it's pretty tough to get back on that 11 ball. If she could see the right edge of the 10, I think she'd be shooting, but I don't think that she can. I also think that's a little mistake on Bill's part to make that ball. You want all your soldiers on the field whenever you can. But we all look at this in a different way, too. Some people, I mean, making another ball is one step closer to winning. So maybe that's what he's looking at. She's trying to roll the other side of that 10 ball and just let the 10 rest on the other side of the cue ball, trying to block. Instead, she leaves them tree-topped, which is a good place to be. Looking at the 5 all the way up table. Not an easy shot here. Almost a full ball to shoot over. Shooting down. Yeah, but it's just easy to have that line change in our eye and we don't adjust. All right, well, first real opportunity here for Miss Melinda to close this thing out. She's got a pretty dead bank on this 11 ball, and I think she's going to take it now. I don't think she gets a lot more taking the 12 ball and trying to come back for things. Is that the 10? 10 ball? The 11 is hampering the 3 ball, which is the only reason you'd go the other way. But again, really natural shape coming off the 11 to get on the 10 also. And if she spikes this bank, she's out. I've seen her shoot. She does. Yeah, knows what she's doing. How to get around the table. Not sure what she's hoping here. And there's just no... She's too straight to get back and hit the 11-3. You'd really have to pull something, some kind of stroke. There we go. Calling the bank shot. She tried to avoid it. Drilled it. Oh, man. Look at that shot. Overhit it just a little bit. Get free. She's got to bank another one. This has been full of bank shots, man. I love it. This is my kind of game. Well, she had a nice natural line, but just hit that ball a little bit firm. Hmm. If there was a jump cue in that bag, we'd be seeing it. Pretty tight on that 8 ball, though. See a little bit more here. It's a pretty full hook on that 8. Might be able to see the edge, but definitely nothing to be able to make. Tell me Brant is on the main table. Got it. Thank you. So I got that wrong. So that means this is. Wow, gets through, gets the hit. Man, sit down. Oh, opens up to that one. Kick to try and make it. That was an excellent shot there by Josie. And Brant back to the table. Thank you for the help out there in the chat room. I can always use it. You know, they call me a commentator, not a scorekeeper, and I didn't win the name game, but I will be doing my best. So thanks for your patience out there, and thanks for tuning in here at Railbirds Productions. Starting with the 5 to try and get a little further back. Pretty elevated on this cue. This is a really easy one to nip and overrun. Gets on the right side of that 1 ball, though. Gives you a little more room. Wants to be kind of rolling up table. Let's see. Let's go back to this camera. So you want to get good and dead straight so you can make this ball, but you want a little angle to pop out. At this point, I don't think he's going to try and draw to take the 8 in the side. I think he'll just pop out and take the 8 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. I think that's the smartest way to do it anyway. You don't want to force something and end up going to the opposite side pocket. Crazy things happen before the 8 ball. He's trying to really baby it, take it in the upper right-hand corner pocket. I like that too. He's already there. Nothing to force. Also kind of got a secondary save here. He'll probably follow this down, put it on the rail. Drilled it. All right. Well, that is Brant taking that one down. Let's go to that other table here. Here we are on table 2, and this is Steve Wald against Kirsten. We're racking on this other table, so we'll take a little closer look at that one. Steve taking a good long look. You must be solids, because if you stripes, the answer's kind of there. Unless he can't see that 13 ball. If he can't see the 13, yeah, he's solids. It's like playing that one in the side. Getting set to break on this other table. And this is Lenny versus the one and only, the world famous Liz Cole. Former Northwest Cup player. She's not a stranger to the stream. Been in here several times. A lot of these players been on and off. Yeah, Task Force 4 was actually on here yesterday, so regular old hats here. Lenny making a ball on the break. pretty clustery. I don't think anybody's dying to get to this one. Think you want to be stripes here. It looks like if you can pocket that 11 ball, you might be able to pass right through and hit that 13-15. Can't tell if the 9 passes between the 6-1. I think it does. He's looking at making the 12 ball now, or maybe making the 3. Oh, he just hit the cue ball. God. Dude, I did that. Not with my cue, I did it with a magic rack. Second game of my last set, it was a heartbreaker. Feel your pain, my friend. Right. Liz is going to take a nice long look at this very ugly table. Yeah, you really got to make some stuff, make something happen here to get out of this one. Liz sees the table really good. So just going to stop here, use the 7 to get back to these other 2 balls. I don't know what the plan is with that 4-2-5 action there, but it doesn't look like fun to me. I mean, the 4's got to pop, so she's looking at the line on the 4 ball right now. And if the 4 passes the 2, God, she's way cooler than me. So she's going to go for the 4 now. Just trying to get up past that side pocket, not get crazy. Past the side pocket. Woo! Just flirting. Flirting, Liz Cole. Around the other table, Steve looking like he's making short work of it. 3 to go. Trying to take down game number 3. Yeah, I don't think she likes the line on that 4 ball at this point. That's a... I don't know. I kind of like still shooting it. You're not going to solve their problems for them. All right. Moving some balls, rearranging some stuff. Looks like she's got maybe not enough of an angle to get back over on the 4 ball off this 5. 2 ball doesn't pass the 10. I think you kind of got to play the 5 and try and get on the 4. And if you can't get on the 4, play the 1. Always a safe option here. And this looks like she's going to try and just free this 4 ball up. So 4 off the 11. Probably trying to freeze right behind that 8 ball. Just don't want to overhit this and have the 4 end up in that whole mess. She's trying to thin it. Is it going to get there anyway? Returning the favor. Ball in hand for Lenny. Steve rolling in rack number 3 there. 3-0 lead. And they had a slow start yesterday too and then fought back. Not able to finish, but Task Force 4 off to a slow start again. Let's see if Liz can wrap this game up. Up on this other table, it's going to be Bill versus Josie. Josie will be breaking this time, racking and breaking. Before this next break, we're going to remind everybody we're playing CSI Rules 8 Ball. Alternate break, rack your own. The way this works with teams is you break a set of 4 and then the other team breaks a set of 4. It's always open after the break. 8 on the break doesn't count. Call ball and pocket. Yeah, that's about all she wrote. This is a race to 11 here. Lenny gets down there. It looks like he's going to free these balls up, but I don't think it... Oh, wow. That ball went. I want a replay, man. That was a really good shot. That did not look wired at all, and he hit it like it was born to be in there. Well, Lenny just really freed this table up. At this point, I mean, he's either stop shot on the 13 or a drift around the 9 away from winning this rack. Yeah, he looks good from here. 9, 12, 11. Just got to make sure you get around that 4 ball with the 12. All right, so rolled kind of to the wrong side of things there. I didn't think he had that much of an angle. Mr. Sandro. 12 ball. Looks like he might be able to just miss the 1 and come around it. This is an easy one to overhit. Don't want to hit this too hard. Well, he may have overhit that. He may have been trying for the backside, but got himself in trouble one way or the other. And that's one that you want to spin more than speed. So you'd like to lurch towards that side rail and kind of zip it back to the other side. You don't want it long, you want it tighter. He's got a bank. He's got a long rail bank, and that's about it. He's got a safe. You can play off this 11 ball and play under the 5. I kind of like that one. You can try and do both, but if you're doing both and you make the bank, you get yourself in trouble on the 8 ball. So I think you kind of got to make a decision and figure it out. It is 3-0, by the way. I am keeping score perfect on my sheet, just not for you out there. Thank you for your patience. First match of the day for me. All right, so does a good job blocking the 4 ball, blocking the 2 ball. 5 ball doesn't cut. Kind of either got to go for the bank on the 5 or the cut on the 1. The 1's a pretty easy cut, and the 5 bank is, I mean, dead in. I think Liz is probably going to cut this 1 ball if I had to guess. This is Josie over on the other table taking stripes, and she has a wide open table too. That's exactly what they need to get this ball rolling. Couple wins under their belt. Teams is so wild. It happens so quickly. She's jumping it. Oh, jump bank Liz Cole. She jump banked this ball. Man, Swish City. Ooh, like it's nothing. This is a baller. If you don't know, now you know. She hits those balls good. And that was, I mean, pretty elementary jump, but I mean, completely controlled the cue ball beautifully. That's exactly what you want. Shoots it like it's a straight in shot. From here, you got the 5-4-1. Liz from the 503, but I like the 5-4-1. Represent. 9-foot player. 9-foot players like to roll their rock. She goes 2 rails and out. She's probably just going to stop this. Doesn't really want to let it drift into the rail. And doesn't mind having the foot rail, side rail shape. Rather be able to cue the whole ball and go a little extra distance than, yeah, be stuck on the rail. She might not. She might play high outside. That's what she looks like she's doing. Back to the center of the table. Beautiful shot. Dead in Liz Cole. Drills it on the board. Task Force 4 rolling. It's 3-1 after the first set. This is Josie and Bill over on the other table. We will cut to right now. Jumping in and run out Liz Cole. Got the knucks. Yes. That felt good. It does feel good when you do that. You know, it feels good for you, but it really feels good for your team too. Get some momentum going. You know, your team's just psyched when you hit a shot like that. This is Kirsten Braken on table. She's racking right now. So like I said, we're watching a little more of Josie and Bill on table number 10. The Liz Cole maneuver. That's right. And Kirsten was breaking really strong yesterday. Not hitting the ball's really strong, not necessarily pocketing something, but if she was pocketing a ball, she was looking really good after the break. Let's take a look at this break. I kind of like this in there. Go. See the spread a little better. Things right into that. Cue ball coming straight back up the table. I think they're all up there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. They're all there. Darn it. Which brings me to my harping maneuver, talking about the head ball break. I'm not going to stop. I am a fan of the second ball break. It was working pretty well for me today. I did scratch off a break for the first time. I got kicked in. I almost had to play safe off a break again. I pretty much I tried for a shot, but the table was so ugly that I was pretty confident neither one of us were getting out. So I felt okay taking a chance with that one. This is Kirsten and Brandt. Yeah, tough action here. Going for a shorty himself. All right, jump cue. Says shoot. Liz Cole can do it. I can do it. He's got. I guess his 13 is a pretty simple jump. Not even a full ball to jump. Very close to the pocket. Yep, swish. Nice shot. All right, returns the favor with a jump shot, staying alive for another chance at the table. Stripes looking pretty decent except for that 12 ball. And you might be able to go right into it here. Can't really tell the line, but if you can get, that would be ideal. Make the 11, slip through, make contact with the 12, as long as you're not knocking the 12 into the bottom side of the 6. Even if you clip the 10 and go right between the 7 12, you're going to be okay. We've got such a big side pocket to work with, though. It's really... All right, so it goes right into the 12 ball, freeing that up perfectly, just barely missing that ball. That's kind of what I was talking about, is you have such a big pocket to work with. It's really important to figure out where you want to hit that ball to get your tangent line right, but you just, try to cheat that pocket a little too much. Also familiar with that maneuver. Sherry asking if I heard what Scott said about the break, and no, I don't believe I did. I know you guys mentioned it a little bit. I think you were saying pretty much all the pros are a fan of the head ball break, but that in a position like this, he'd be second. You'll have to tell me. Hit me in the chat room and educate me. Scott definitely breaks the ball strong. Table 10, we got a... Darn it. I missed the Masse. She missed it too, but missed the view on it. Well, Kirsten looking good here. Nothing touching. Wide open table. Solids looking really good. Kind of on the wrong side of this ball. And you kind of have to go with... You don't have to go with the 5 now. You can also play the 2-6. Is that what's over there? No, the 4-6. And it might be a good time to do that just to get yourself back in line. Because the 5 brings you down to the foot end of the table. If you don't fire this ball, you're going to get stuck down there, and there's just not much doing. So I think shooting the 4 to the 3 is a pretty good idea now. You could also play the 4 to the 1. And again, the 5 isn't out of the question. You just got to make sure you shoot out of the top of that table and get yourself back to the center. Fires that ball. Paul Marquez says she's a ball pocketing machine. Look at her go. Gets all the way down there. One ball doesn't go. I don't think it passes the 11, so she's gonna probably have to take the 2 here. And unfortunately, that's a long shot. It's either the 2 or the 3. The 3 ball goes, but it's a serious cut. Looks like she's gonna try and line up a draw shot here. At a little bit of an angle, this could float her over for the 6-4 next. Doesn't quite get there. Kind of gets right on that 10 ball, darn it. But hitting the ball square. So a nice shot for Kirsten. Looks like she's trying to sneak by the 9. She might have more of a pocket than I think. If she can get that 1 past the 9 and follow this all the way down for the 3, looking real good. Part of that pocket's blocked, though. It definitely is blocked. I can miss-see a lot of things, but that's a partially blocked pocket for sure. Doesn't mean there's not room, though. Kirsten trying to sneak it by and not quite making it by getting down for the 3, though. Nice shot. All right. That is Bill taking down game number 5. 4-1. He just wants to slide out for this 15, just get right on top of that 8 ball. Not quite that on top of it. Still got a line on it, though. Still got a line. Oh, yeah, he's golden. Man, if you can get off that rail, 15, I think 15, 12, 10, 11. I don't want to roll this forward. You just want to bump it off the rail. All right, rolls forward a little bit. Kind of get into tweener land there. You're going to have to cut. Yep. I mean, the 12 ball kind of gets you into a danger zone. The back cut on the 10 kind of gets you into a danger zone. Yeah, you didn't want to roll that ball quite that far. At this point, you got to fire something, or you got to cut that 10 ball and drift up and back. It's like he wants to shoot the 12. Put a good draw stroke on this, get to that side rail, get yourself back in line on the 10. Yep. That's tough. You got to put a good stroke on that ball. Oh, he's going back to the jump cue. I was like, did he just call safe there? All right, Sherry telling me that Scott says he likes the head ball, as do most pros. Well, yeah, they make a ball on the break, Mr. Scott. The reason that I argue against the head ball break, which I personally love too, because nothing feels better than smacking the stack. I mean, I pretty much break 8 ball like I break 10 ball. I break it harder, but very square hit head ball. I'm hoping for one of those top 2 right below the head ball. Good hit, barely missing that ball. Hoping for one of those to drift in the side pocket, but if I don't make one of those 2 balls, my next most likely balls are the wing balls going 4 rails. And if I don't make one of those, then it's just a totally lucky ball. And my argument isn't that it's not a better break. My argument is that people don't hit it good enough here for it to be a viable option. But I mean, if you're afraid of having a long game, that makes sense. Oh, and Sherry likes the head ball break too, and I'll bet Sherry breaks with a lot of power. Worked with a lot of pretty incredible pool players in her time, and she probably knows a trick or two that I don't. So again, my argument isn't that you shouldn't be shooting that. It's let's look at the results. And I think the results that we're seeing for the most part is that there's a lot of dry breaks coming up. You're not seeing a lot of dry breaks coming from the second ball, but you're seeing a lot less break and runs from the second ball, significantly less. So it's all personal preference, except when it comes to Scott Frost's opinion. He probably wins this argument. So Sherry, you're probably on the right side of history with that. Kirsten trying to get all the way under that 3 ball. Good luck. Doesn't quite get there, but if you're Kirsten, that's what you want, is this guy firing his 10 ball and not getting stuck on his 11. Does that 11 pass? I don't think it does. That's what we're seeing, shooting that 10 ball uphill. And yeah, I mean, as 8 ball goes, that's exactly what you want. I do not think that 11 ball passes. If it passes, then that was a terrific shot, and you just got to pocket this one. Looks like you're going to have a look at the 8. I can't imagine that passes. I'm just trying to roll this under the 4. It's a pretty sweet shot. Blocks out the 4 ball. I believe she might be able to sneak that by. Doesn't really clear your 4. You're not out of the woods, but significantly limiting the amount of offensive damage she can do here. That 6 almost looks wired in the side. I think I'm going to play off the side of the edge of the 3 ball and try and play up around by where the 1 is, hooking him. Probably going to be better off. Ugh, I don't know. You want to make sure you don't end up clipping the 8 ball and getting stuck down there and leaving him a bank. You really want to get that cue ball all the way to the left side of that table behind the 1. You want him kicking at this thing, not banking. He's calling the 3 ball. And Kirsten has really potted balls very well. Look at that touch. So makes an attempt, blocks out the 8 ball, doesn't leave a shot on the 11. He's kicking. That's a very effective shot. Once you get the 3 ball under there, you kind of are in a lot of control of this game. He's still going to have a bank. I mean, if he kicks this ball in and banks that 8 in, you're shooting good and you deserve the win. Already seen him make a couple banks, seen him make a couple jumps, or I guess 2 legal contacts, made 1 jump. So got some tools in his tool belt. Oh, nice try. Not making good contact here. Kirsten earning ball in hand. Let's see what you can do. I don't like leaving the 3 for my last ball. I'll just say that. I kind of like, let's see. Let's look at the other side. Nope. That view's no better. Can't tell how much room she's got. I kind of like 3 to the 1 here. All right, so lines yourself up on this 1 perfectly. Again, the only thing you don't want to do is you don't want to leave that 3 and end up having to run around a few rails because that's not an easy shot. It's got a good shot. I mean, so 4 ball gets you really good here. The tricky thing is making that 3 ball and getting to that side rail, back to the other side rail, back for the 8-ball is not easy. She may just be thinking to nudge it, make contact. If she stops off this 4, she can also run around 3 rails, left side rail, foot rail, right side rail, back out. But if you end up making contact with either the 11 or the 8, that can be trouble. Drifts down. Looks like she's... So this is one where you're either going to overcut this ball and come over and back, or you're going to try and run right into it, because you can't do both. Yeah, so clipping that ball leaves herself tough. Well, you got yourself a bank shot, and not an easy one. So kind of corner pocket to that diamond she's close to would be about a straight bank. She's a little higher than that, a little higher. So, I mean, about a straight bank. She has to cinch it a little bit. She's pretty close to the rail, and that 8-ball looks on the rail. So, always easier to shoot a shot when somebody's not sitting on your table. I'm not giving him a hard time. I'm saying I know what it's like, believe me, and I'm sitting on a lot of tables when I'm out here. I'm trying not to. I'm just a giant. Nice thing is you can fire this ball and just kind of stay there. Wow, no way did that ball not fall. Oh my God, she hit that good. And that's exactly the stroke. I mean, she just cinched it perfectly. Oh, caught that outside point. It touched about 11 times. Excellent try. And we're going to see another bank shot. Full of excitement. Are they doing this all for me? I like to think so. All right. This is Brandt. Going to drill this 11 ball. Looks like a pretty straight bank here as well. Got a little less of an angle, so you got to hit a little down towards. Yep, and that's the diamond catch. Came a little short. Gonna leave Kirsten dead in the side. It's gonna make it 4-2. Excellent. Kirsten taking down her first win. 4-2 here at the Chinook Winds Casino and Resort 2023 Western BCA Championship here, Lincoln City, Oregon. On table number 10, this is Steve versus Liz. All right. While they're racking, we're going to check this one out. Liz gets to the table, and I'm going to guess Liz's stripes. Never mind. Liz's solids. Liz's going to try and get a little bit over to that left side of the screen just to get the full hook. Definitely don't want him to be able to just keep thinning off that. We're going to see him kick to the right side of the screen, just try and make contact with that 15 ball. This is one where you probably want to soft kick one more time. You don't really want to just go at this because you are going to break her balls open and you got a good chance of selling out the game. If you kick this ball and get a hit, you still got a good chance of getting safe afterwards. More scorekeeping help there. All these fabulous people enjoying the tournament as well. Thank you, Mr. Tyrell Detweiler. This is Melinda Braken. Makes a ball, but unfortunately makes the white one too. Soft kick over here on table 10. Good hit, and that's what I was saying about that soft one. So gets a good hit, knocks that ball right in front of the pocket, and I mean Liz is in a dead hook. She's going to free up her 4 and just float that cue ball forward. Don't even want to leave an edge. And she didn't. But boy, well, it's a scary jump. Try to jump this ball, you're going off the table. Unless you know something I don't know. And there's a lot of people who do, so maybe that's what we'll see. But that is not an easy one. And yeah, now, I mean, the pressure's right back on him. Liz did a great job. He's looking like he's got a little path. No way. Man, that does not look like he got a path. Let's take a closer look real quick. Can he see the edge of that ball? If we can weave between the 4-6 here. Wow. Oh, never mind. Thought he could, but didn't get there. All right, Liz Cole, ball in hand, 3 balls to go. And this is Lenny versus Melinda here on table number 9. Yep, so looking at stripes. 9 forward for the 12 next. Didn't quite get there. Might take the 15 next. You're on the 15. Cue ball's going into the 1. But you're on the 12. He was right to say, well, let's deal with it while we got it. Oh, man, Liz Cole stealing the pocket over there. Lenny bobbling the ball. We had all kinds of action here. This is exciting. I swear they do this stuff just for up. That slate extender working again in that pocket, working overtime. Pretty impressive how much work that thing's done throughout the weekend. This is Melinda. Her first look since the break. She's got solids. Seven is your opening shot here unless you want to play safe. I don't really like playing safe here. If you're going to, you're probably going to pocket the 12 ball with the 1 and get on the backside of the 8 ball. That's a small spot to be in a whole lot of balls. I mean, the 11 down table, the 15, 10, 13 are all right there. And taking that pocket over doesn't do you a whole lot of good with nothing really going in there. Man, what's he going to do on this other table? It looks like he can play this rail first. I mean, but if he can go rail first, he's still got to slow down. Sorry, Melinda's about to shoot. I like starting with the 7 ball. Fires that ball in. Beautiful. Leaves herself an angle for the 6. 6 out to the 5. Just a little below the center of the cue ball. Yeah, below center would have got you up above that instead of running into it. She's just fine, though. She's going straight into that rail. Easy to get where she wants to go. Probably just going to come back to this left side of the table. All right. I don't know how her draw stroke is, but if she can draw this back for the 4, she's looking pretty. If not, I might consider taking the 4 right now. It looks like you got a line on it. I can't tell if the 13's in the way. Just don't want to get stuck down here. That's a hard reach. That's just tough body position right there. Yep, so fell a little bit short. I don't think she has a shot on the 4. I mean, the 2 ball cuts into the 12, and you got a chance of making it. So I think that's probably what you're shooting. Liz Cole on this other table, staring down the backside of an 8 ball. Liz is here to play today. Why do I talk? Jeez. Commentator curse. It's the worst. She's looked very confident. That's a rough one. She looks like she's maybe carrying off the 2 into the 12. Nope, cutting it. Undercuts it, gets to the backside of the 1. Maybe she wasn't trying to make it, but does sell out the 15-10. 10 up table, 15 in the side. Steve able to close over there on table 10. Heartbreaker. Stealing that win from Liz. And here we go. This is Melinda and Lenny. Table number 9. What do we have to rack over there? Kirsten to rack. Nope, I lied. Bill to rack over there. Kirsten's watching. Linda's still got some problems here with solids. She can't see a cut on the 4. You gotta do something with the 2. Looks like you may be able to push, make the 12 ball and push the cue ball under the 1. Might have to punch it a little bit to get over there. Well, covering it up beautifully. You are not getting to that 12 ball without a ref. Or some crazy kind of jump cue, I can't imagine. That's some Florian stuff right there. Undercut there. Is the 10 going to cover the 2? Wow. Well, we got action over here. We're going to be re-racked in no time at all. Can't see the 2 ball. Can barely see the 4. Ooh, I don't like it. And at this point, he's really changed things. He can use the 10 now to make that 12 ball. I think you're going to see her spin off the 1. And I guess hope that 2 ball follows in. If you can hit that 2 right between the 214, it's got a chance. She's saying playing safe. She might just be trying to make the 12 and move the 14. Wiggled it and that ball still didn't fall. I don't know how that's possible. And he wants to make sure he's going to get out before he shoots this. And honestly, the only truly free pocket here, except for the 12 that's wired in there, is the 11. He's going to try and sneak this 13 past the 1. It's not an easy shot. Yep, cut it up, overcut it a little bit. I think she can see the backside of this 4, and that's what I'm going to shoot. Might be able to see part of the 1 as well. Yeah, I like shooting off the 4 ball, making sure you make the 12, leave your 2 in the front of the 14. You still got 2 balls tied up table. I like your odds there. Shoot. I was watching the wrong. And we're back to both tables. My bad, I missed the break. Sorry, guys. Taking a good look at that 1. That's Kirsten and Bill over there on table 10. She must be able to see this full 1. If she can do that and she can make contact with the 15-4, I still don't like it. It pushes the 4 into that whole mess. Wow. Doesn't go. Those balls moving again. The 12 still doesn't fall. Slate extenders are out of control. They've gone too far. He's leaving all that stuff locked down there. Yeah, you got an open table here. I want to shoot. I'm probably gonna try and do something where I can hit these pretty firm so I don't leave the 14 on top of the 2. But nothing else looks great. I get that you don't want to go into the 14 straight into the 2 because that's going to leave you a long cut. But I mean, that might be the option. It's just knocking the 14 a little bit up table and leaving yourself the long cut up the left side of the table. Wow, that guy just cut a ball about 99 degrees. That was amazing. Nice shot over there on table 2 by Bill. Table 10. Yep, taking his time to check this out. Playing the 12. Like he's cutting it backwards, and that can keep your 10 in trouble. He's all right. Does the cue ball stay up? Cue ball stays up. He's on the 11. All right. 11, pretty natural shape over on the 10. Ooh, and ties another ball. Guess not ties it up. Boy, she's had some tough shots to look at here. I can't see the 2 ball. 4 ball doesn't cut. 1 ball doesn't cut. Tough action here. Calling safe. Looks like kind of just rolling the cue ball down to the, down to the rail. Doesn't quite get to the rail, leaves a cut on the 10. But yeah, opens up the 4 ball. The 4 ball is not a problem. It's a lot harder for him to intentionally play safe or get fortunate and put you in a position where you don't have a shot. Pretty straight in on the 13. You're a lot closer to the 10, and even though you got a partially obstructed pocket, that 2 is also a little bit of backboard. Look outside pocket here, and look out getting stuck on that side. You don't want to make contact with any of those balls because you're kind of going to get stuck down there. Yeah. Still looking good on the 11 ball. Can just roll this forward. 11 leads to the 13 real naturally. Not able to pocket that ball. Darn it. All right. That brings Melinda back to the table. 1 ball is a tough cut in the side there. Doesn't pass the 4. 2 ball on the rail. Not a walk in the park. I think you have to take the 2 ball. Tricky thing about the 2 balls, it's so close to the rail, it's really hard to stay without going up and back. I mean, if you're going to spin this ball, you can spin it and knock it in, but it's really easy to undercut this ball and catch that point. Tough call. Come on, 2 ball. I think that's what you got to shoot. She's right to really Think about it though. I mean, hitting soft like that with how dirty these balls are, just not that everything's really dirty. They've done a terrific job this year, Bad Boys and everybody else has, of keeping everything as clean as possible. Should say well used, because this equipment gets worked. It's 10 days of pool played on these tables, and they are going 8 a.m. until I think it was 4 a.m. last night when they got out of here. That's a lot of pool. Wow, Kirsten just made a nasty cut up table over there. Trying the one on the side, barely catching that point. Oh, all right. It's like he's wanting to start with the 15. I I like starting with the 13 here. I think 13 to the 11 if at all possible. Can't really tell what kind of angle he has, but 15, not much good happens. Even if you draw around that side pocket, you're still on the wrong side of the 11-13. You go forward, you're going to run right into the 8-4. Can push through it, make sure you get out of there, but all right, worked out for him. Catches both of those. He's got a cut on the 11 ball, cut on the 13. 13 has a little more natural shape. Bait. Taking his time. Definitely feeling the pressure here. B-side match. Somebody's getting eliminated. Somebody's going home. And it's getting late. It's the late night match. Most of these players, a lot of them had matches at 9 this morning. Yeah, 13 to the 11 is the easiest shot, or easiest shape here. So he's taking a bunch of time thinking about it, but once he actually settles on a shot, he fires that really quick. I think that's something, if you end up watching this, Lenny, that you might consider is once you make that decision, really then setting into your shot. Um, it's just so easy to like, okay, I made a decision, I got it, and then step up and fire. I know I did that on opening shot in 2 racks that, I mean, completely cost me the rack. I felt like I had a good idea of how I was getting about it. It seemed very feasible, and sat up and fired a ball too quick and just missed. Happens to the best of us. Yep, I think 1, 2, 4, 8. Well, you don't want to get dead straight on this 2 ball. And barely missing that ball. Nothing coming easy here. Look like wanting to stick with the 13. I kind of like the 11 ball here. I'd rather take my hard shot and leave my easy shot. I mean, you can get anywhere on the 13. Hits a great, though. Gets right behind that 11. Unfortunately, a little on the wrong side, but he can just draw this ball. Be right. Got to make sure you don't draw into the side pocket, but just a nippy little draw stroke. Oh, perfect. Off that rail, that'd be nice for him, but he's got a good look. This is Lenny trying to close this second round. That will give them a 6-2 lead. 6-2. Big win for Lenny. Kirsten is playing Bill on that other table, and this is going to be Liz Cole watching Brandt Ellenberg to break. This is Kirsten over on table 10. Got to mount a comeback at this point. Can't let this one slip away. It seems like a big deal, but 4 games happen so fast. 2 being played at a time. I mean, this can be 6-6 in no time. Kirsten narrowly avoiding a scratch over there. And while we're at it, let's talk about our sponsors. Thank you very much to Chinook Winds Casino and Resort for everything they do for pool for this tournament, for BCA. We love being here. Fabulous Lincoln City, Oregon. Big shout out to Ox Billiards up there in Seattle. Sponsor this stream, sponsor this event. Thank you so much for everything you guys are doing for pool in the Northwest. If you get a chance when you're in the Seattle area, please check them out. Killer snooker tables, the nicest snooker tables I've ever played on in my life. Um, Chinese 8-ball table, beautiful Rasan tables, great atmosphere. Heart of downtown Portland. Go check it out. Let's get back to the break. Oh man, I tried to fade the fancy way and I didn't do it. I'm trying. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's the merge button. I think it is. It's going to be fancier next time, guys. Stay tuned. Second ball break. Head ball break from the side. That was something that I saw people have success with. James DeVee was doing that through the finals and having a lot more success than he was having breaking from the center of the table. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 balls, one down. In a pretty open spread. That is a weird cluster of stripes over there, I tell you what. 13, 11, 15, but once you move that 6 or do something with the 9 ball here, can rearrange the furniture pretty easily. I kind of like playing the 15-9 here and breaking out the other stripes. If you want to take stripes, solids are just a better decision. It's so funny. I'm 8-ball, you get like so fixated on the problem. I wasn't even looking at taking the simpler suit. And solids are definitely the simpler suit here. Everything has a pocket. Yeah, the 8-ball is not hampered in any way. I don't really want to come back through traffic there. I would rather go around this 8-12. Um, yeah, I think ideally I'd want to play the 6-ball first, 2-ball next. Yeah, trying to do too much with this shot can get you in trouble. Hello. Loading up with inside, so it does look like he's going around. Hey. Yeah, I mean, and if he would have kept rolling, he just would have ended up behind the 5. All right. At this point, you got to just take your medicine, cut that 2-ball on the side. But again, you kind of got to make a decision here. Am I going to baby this and hope that I can stay above the 7-4, or am I going to get all the way down to the rail? Or am I going to shoot the 1-ball? Looks like he's going to shoot the 1-ball. Again, don't want to get underneath this. Nice. Strokes the ball, gets back out. Ooh, he's all right. 4-ball, I would imagine, coming next. It looks like everything goes down there too. You got to move the 5 before you can shoot the 2 if you're putting all those in the same pocket. And he's, I mean, tree-topped over the 15 shooting this 4-ball, and that's a good distance, but still very makeable. Don't want to do anything fancy, end up swerving this cue ball. So just some straight high ball to make sure you get back out to the above the 7, so it's easy to cut. You wanted to play the 7 first. Had a little more natural shape on the 4, but I understand that. And we have got action. It's now a wide open table here for Liz Cole. 14 ball still in a little bit of trouble. You still got a clustery little 13, 11, 15, but you got that 9 ball as a backboard. Just look out, 8-ball. Liz isn't really like a go crashing into it kind of gal. I could see her playing the 15 to try and knock free the 13, 11. All the way around it. Wow. Wonder if that 13 is wired off the 11. It looks like it could be. So I'm going to claim the 12. Also, I would imagine the 13 cuts up table. The 15 would also. So she's still got options. This is the end of the second set, and their max is up 6-4. Task Force 4 trailing, but they were starting to come back last night. I tell you what. I think she thought she was making contact with the 8. I don't think she wanted to get all the way down there. Is going to have a cut on the 13 in the side. I don't know that the 11. No, I think she can cut either one of those balls, 11 or the 13. And you might want to do the 11. All right, Liz making that ball on the side gets under the 14. So, I mean, that was her main problem ball here. She's got to put a stroke on this 14 ball, though. 14 does pass the 8. Her angle is kind of headed towards this right side of the table, unfortunately. She might snap this and come back across table. Both those balls very makeable as a bank as well. And Liz not a stranger to a longer cut, so I'm not sure. I kind of like drawing off this ball into that right side rail and back out. Just taking a good look at it. She looks like she's following it down, just taking her medicine. Beautiful. Banking the 13. What I don't like is getting, yeah, she's feeling it too. Don't want to get stuck behind that 4-7. Does she have a line to get behind that 8 ball? Let's see. If there's any way for her to, can't see around you, Liz. If she can play off the 15 behind the 8, no. I mean, there's just too much open on the other side of the table here. The 4 and the 7 right by the pocket. Yeah, you got to fire this ball. I mean, I guess ideally you'd jack up and draw it too, which is what she's looking at doing. What a stud. Drill this ball. Bank it in and run out Liz Cole. Use the other ball. Get it out of there. Let's see it again. Woo! Highlight reel, baby. What do I push? Where's the button? I want to push the thing. Ah! All right. One more time. Making contact with the 8 ball if you bank this. Looks like the bottom side of the 8 ball. Yeah, this is a tough decision. Meanwhile, Kirsten's running out. Looking good. Kirsten just stopping that ball. Leaves herself a little long, but she likes pushing through these shots. Looks like she's got just enough of an angle to push through this with topspin. Did you guys see the fancy? I did the fancy thing. She looks like she's drawing this ball. But you're kind of just going to drift. Yeah. Well, unfortunately not pocketing that one. Heading back to Liz Cole. Bank shot number 2. No color highlight reel Liz Cole for nothing. So this is one where, oh, she's going to the other side. So she's trying to make this ball in the lower right-hand corner pocket. Sorry. Comes a little short. I think just playing for ease of shape and also probably a secondary save trying to block that pocket down there. Not able to make it. Does leave herself a good shot on the 8-ball, but that leaves a pretty good shot here for Mr. Brandt Ellenberg. Brandt's played pretty good so far. Doesn't look like he's trying to force anything. Just kind of stop the 7, play the 4 in the opposite corner. Kirsten drills that ball, leaves herself an end-to-end spot shot. I don't know how many of you guys practice spot shots, but this is not an easy shot. Just nipping this, staying on the side of the table. Looks like enough angle to float over for the 2, so 3, 2, 5, 8. If it all falls into place. Kirsten calling the lower right-hand corner pocket from your vintage. Hits that ball pretty good. Does it get off the rail? Get off the rail. He still got it. All right, he may. Wow, she just drilled that ball. What a shot. Man, that's a momentum builder right there. Big win for Kirsten. Woo! That feels good. All right, Task Force 4 getting to 3. Yeah, he got himself a little, just on the wrong side of this ball for the 2. So taking the 5 next. Natural line to come back on this. Doesn't want to do, didn't want to do the same thing and leave yourself on the wrong side again. He didn't, but unfortunately missing that ball. Pressure's on here for Liz Cole. Is that 15 ball frozen? I don't think it is. Let's check it out. Let's get in there. Let's merge. Merging. This is bank shot Liz Cole all day. Yep. If it were me, I'd be looking at firing in the upper left-hand corner pocket. She's playing safe. Using the 15 to block the 2, not leaving a shot on the 5. Very nice shot. Just because I like watching Liz bank the ball doesn't mean she should always be banking it, I guess. Running up table. If he can control the 5, maybe using the 5 to cover up the 15. Does a pretty good job. Liz can still see the full ball, but that was excellent effort. Gets all the way to the head rail. Nice shot. We're merging back. What do you guys like, merge or wipe? Let's try to fade. I think I'm a merge guy. That was pretty cool. Big Fish, no shot clock. We are operating under an implied 45-second shot clock. She's really rolling that ball. Yeah, doesn't get there. 15 ball does go. If he's got enough of a cut, he can just cut, go off the right side rail, and back out for the 2. Trying to play the 2 first. I really want to deal with my problem ball first of all, but the 5 is an easy way to get back to the 8, so maybe that's what he's thinking. Pretty straight here. Wow, nice shot. Hit that good. Eight ball. Just to make it 6-3 or 7-3, sorry. Brandt taking it down. Nice shooting. Heartbreaker. That one slipping away from old Liz Cole. This is Steve over on table 10. Steve. Steve and Melinda. This will be Josie watching Lenny break. All right. Getting ready for the break. With a shimmy and merge. I like that one. Breaking from the side. Refuse head ball break. Second ball break. And the eight ball goes in on the break. It's not a win, not a loss, unless he would have scratched. So he can spot or re-rack up to him. He's going to go ahead and ask the ref. Either one, yeah. Have a little discussion there. Melinda playing safe on that other table. I got their work cut out for them on that one, I tell you what. Yeah, somebody mentioned the tightness of the tables. Tables are tight. I mean, one of the ongoing discussions about this event, we have such a large pool scene numbers wise in the Northwest that, I mean, we get 74 tables in here, and we're trying to keep the races a decent length, and it's really tough to squeeze this whole tournament into, I mean, well, we're at 11 days now with Fun Day. It's hard to do, but something's got to give. I mean, Bad Boys constantly said we should be doing a shorter race. You know, it'd be easier for us to do a shorter race. Western BCA really trying to represent the players, saying, you know, we want a longer race, we want to do it. And Bad Boys doing their job, saying, okay, but just to let you know, I mean, it's going to be hard to squeeze that in. So that's one of those things that it's good to have both people advocating for both things. You know, you want the voice of reason reminding you the way that these things go, and you also want the people, I mean, represent what the players want. And there's no player out there who wants a shorter race. Well, depending on the circumstance. If I'm playing Shane, I probably want a pretty short race. All right, making another ball, eight ball, all the way up to the top side of the table. That is a pretty powerful second ball break. And this is Lenny trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, not as many pins in BCA. That's true. It's more of an APA type thing. Melinda looking like she's got something to work with over here. Looks like she might have overrolled that one just a little bit, got herself in a little trouble. Again, this is the gold division here in the 2023 Western BCA Championship here in Lincoln City, Oregon. This is Summerfield with Railbirds coming to you live. Chinook Wings Casino and Resort. Big thanks to those guys. Big thanks to Ox Billiards, Striker Fishing Rods. Playing on gorgeous equipment here. Best lights in the business. Diamond pool tables, the best tables in the business. So thanks for being here. Yeah, he's in a spot here. I mean, I yeah, I mean, I want to say you like stripes, but he's calling a ref too. He's like, "Can I just re-rack again? If I broke like that guy, I might do it." Oh, I think he's wondering if he can play it using the 8 ball. So that's a really good rule. You can use the opposite suit to pocket a ball when a table's still open, but you cannot use the 8 ball. So the only ball that's unavailable is the 8 ball. Striking the 8 ball first is a foul. Looks like he can go rail first here. I think that's what he's thinking. Just getting behind it. Yeah, had to play safe on that. That's a rare spot to have to play safe from for the opening shot, but it happens. Sometimes you got to play safe off that break. Did so well. Nothing much doing here. She might have a path from the 5-8 to the 4 to play the 4-1 combo. I mean, you're wishing pretty hard here. With 14 balls out there to shoot at, it's pretty crazy. Or 13. Pretty crazy one isn't easier. 15-2 combo is an option. I just like playing a return safe here. I like drawing off the 15 or off the 5 under the 15. She looks like she's gonna roll. She looked like she wanted to thin the 15 and then come up behind it, but that opens up the 2 pretty easily. Hard to control that and not sell a shot. She's looking at 15, the ticky shot, 15 off the rail, off the 2 in the pocket. I mean, it's there. Brad, I love this woman. I mean, I've seen her take some really cool creative shots, and I haven't seen all of them fall, but I've seen some come really, really close. And I mean, she's in a spot here where you got to make something happen. Oh, barely missing that too. Nice try. And another thing she's doing is she's taking a risk early. That was something that I've talked a little bit about with Stan, watching him. His shot selection is usually very cautious and precise, and I saw him take some pretty wild shots out the gate, but he's taking wild shots out the gate because the table's still looking ugly. If he can make something happen, that's terrific, but the time to take that risk is when it's still a challenging out, as opposed to late in the game when you got 2 balls on the table, wide open table. But I saw him make a couple combos, opening shots that were definitely not wired, and hit him beautifully, of course. And that is exactly what Melinda was hoping for. Sorry, what Josie was hoping for. Josie getting back to the table, still wide open. Would really like to be stripes here, I think. That 8 ball's still buried. I guess you can see between the 6 and the rail. 14 has a pocket, but is in the upper left. Oh man. And Max trying to steal that one. That brings Melinda back to the table. It's over there, gets behind the 14, eliminating one of her problems. Great shot. She's looking at that 9 ball. I don't think that 9 cuts in the side. I mean, it does, but Not easily. That's a tough shot. People add like solids more. I can understand that. I mean, that 8-7 or 7-5 combo is that opens everything up. I don't like all my balls clustered up like that. And I think she's got a pretty ease out here. The 15 ball would be another great key ball if you can get on the back side of this 15. Making that ball, but kind of getting to tweener land here. She's going to have to bank something. Or play safe. 10 ball bank does get you on the 9 if you hit it with the right speed. I think that's what she's thinking. Get a little angle on the 9. Roll forward, play the 15 on the side. So Diamonds bank a little short, so you want to over exaggerate how much you cut this ball. Wow, hits it perfect. Hold up, sugar. Bank in the 9. Maybe not. But she might not have a choice here. That's a lot trickier bank. And this ball's gonna run on you. Tough decision here. Hmm. Yeah, boy, you knocked a lot of balls down. You're running good. It's kind of tough to turn back now. I was thinking, I mean, off the 9 to make the 1. Still sell a lot of the table. I guess if you make the 1 and come back on the right side of the screen, that will help a little bit. I was thinking knock the 9 in between the 1-4, but that leaves a back cut on the 3 to break out the pack. Yeah, I don't think getting on the 8 is that tough. There's a larger gap between the 6 and the rail than it looks like. I mean, you still got to get in a 8-inch window off that rail, but you just got to get on one side of the table and you're going to have some kind of luck, even if you're shooting the rail first. Getting there is a little easier than making this bank, I tell you what. But, I mean, if you make this bank, you're spinning around and get on the right side of the 15 ball. So you throw this ball, fire it in. Yeah, totally. Back banking this 9. I love her. Drill this ball. Look out. Oh, man. Barely over banking it. And there is a 2-rail scratch from there. Found the corner pocket. Heartbreaker. What's going on over here? It's like Melinda dogged the ball. Leaves it tough, though. Long shot in this 8 ball. I don't even. Does he have the pocket? This is Steve. Steve Wald on table number 10. Steve came behind it. Missed the ball. Catches the 8. Doesn't get a rail. Yep, calling the foul. So ball in hand over there. And maybe this looks a lot, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. I didn't know if he was going to shoot that combo, but he did. That's the right shot. Might have wanted to move the 6 when I did it, because I don't think the 6 gets by the 8. It may, though. Using that whole pocket. All right. I would have wanted to stay down and use the 7 to get to the 8. He gets up to the 3 ball here. Wonder if that 6 goes. What's the vote? It might have part of a pocket. That 6 goes. He's looking pretty good. This is a hard one to spin and knock the 6. Doesn't look like he's trying. Coming down table, gets all the way under that 1 ball. So the 1 being your backup, not even really your backup anymore. Right, a little further off the rail than I thought. Makes the 1. Doesn't get anything out of it, though. Stiff cut on the 4. Got a bank on the 4. The 3 doesn't go. Can't get to the 6. I might play safe here. All you got to do is roll up on that rail. Yeah, you're not gonna really sell a shot. Looks like he's trying to bank all the way down. Cutting it all the way down. Well, drills it, and he might have left a window to back cut this 3. If he can back cut the 3, I mean, the 9 is kind of a backboard there. Whew. Still got to worry about that 6. Hey, Liz. Sweet. Melinda getting hers. That makes it 7-4. This is, like I said, Josie and Lenny over here. And Liz is racking and breaking over there against Bill. He's trying the 3. And I mean, you might get crazy lucky here and just float right past that 15, right into the 6. Oh, man. And that might happen. Does it stay up? Slate extender's not working any longer. They don't work weekends. They got off at 6 on Friday. That is going to bring Miss Josie back to the table with ball in hand. Let's see how much room they actually had on that 6 ball. And this is no walk in the park. I kind of like starting with the 9 ball on the side, playing the 15 in the, let's see, let's get this straight here. 9 in the side, 15 in the upper left-hand corner pocket, and 8 in the upper right. That's what I like. But, I mean, none of it's easy. You're queuing over a ball. And, yeah, that's, I mean, a little region to control your cue ball in. But I think that's kind of what the table's left. She looks like she might even be trying to draw in and make that 3. She leaves herself an angle. This is tough. Tough to control drawing this ball enough and still, because, I mean, she's getting so close to it that that triangle of available line for the 8 really shrinks down. Wow. Oh, man, she hit it good. She got right on it. Well, we're about to find out if that 6 passes the 8. If it does, this might be over. Nice try. Yeah, some discussion about so it did have a pocket 3 ball. Discussion about the age requirements. The only thing now is that if you are a part of this event, you have to be a participant in the event to be in the pool room. So it is a casino. There is alcohol being served and no kids allowed, but they are allowing them to participate, which I think is really cool. We had a 13-year-old, maybe she was 14, win with her father this year. Super cool. Excellent out there for Mr. Lenny. 8-4. Liz broke for Bill over here. Let's check in on that. And it's going to be Melinda versus Brandt on table number 9. This is Bill having a little discussion over there. Whoops. That's what I wanted to do, is that one. Let's check it out. Railbirds, Summerfield, Western BCA 2023 Championship, Lincoln City, Oregon. Chinook wins Casino and Resort. Ox Billiards. What's up, Johnny? Check out Ox, man. Seattle's rad. Great pool room up there. Shout out to our Fun Day sponsors. It feels like a lifetime ago, but it was a really good time. Railbirds, Big Box, Legends, Side Pocket, Eugene, Oregon. Don't call it Wiley's for nothing. Let's get back here. Where'd my mouse go? Who'd we forget? The Trough, Striker Fishing Rods, Line X Coatings. Wow. Look at that break. Beautiful break there. Again, just, I mean, nothing coming too easy. That I think she can see the 15. I don't think she can make the 15 though. 10 ball still tied up. I might play the 13-11 and try and get under the 10 ball. No problem. All right. Somebody heard me talking about Ox and wanted their business card. Unfortunately, I don't have one, but wrote it down for him. He's a snooker player. Get a chance to go check that out. All right. Here we go. Miss Melinda, playing safe. Trying to get probably all the way under that 14 ball. Oh, trying to get behind it to block the 7. Didn't quite get there, but that 10 freezing right up on the 5. Work to do for solids here. Stripes, no walk in the park either. Kind of got to push back to the center of the table. Probably 7 to the 3 here. Some high inside gets you back to the center of the table. Want to look out for the scratch line here. Hits it very well. 3 can get you on just about any line you want on the 6 to get over and break out that 5 ball. I think your 6 is your most natural break ball. I mean, you can use the 4-2, but that's just so much more distance. A lot harder to gauge. Might be trying it now just because he's got to swing at it. 4 is pretty easy to pocket. Okay, just playing the 2. Yeah, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself here and miss an opportunity to break out that 5 ball. It's like playing the 4 on the side. 4 can get you on the 6 too. Don't want to hit this ball too hard. Plenty of speed with the momentum of the cue ball. It's a little shallow, but that's a break ball potential right there. I don't think it's going to get better off the 3 ball, so now's the time that I'm going to go for it. All right, getting out for the 3. Leaves a nice sharp angle on the 3 ball. Coming back. Got to run into those balls. I mean, you're hitting and hoping at this point. It's funny. I feel like when I really take the time to figure out exactly where I want to hit it, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I was going to say that it feels like the more time I take, the less often I am to get a fortunate roll off the breakout. And when I just swing at it, it seems like I get lucky. But that's the wrong messaging because I don't think that's the way to approach it. And that's probably why when I look at it and really make an effort, I'm not as good at it as I could be because of things like that. Looking at playing safe here. Am I seeing this wrong? I know he's got a cut on the 3, and that's just a natural breakout line. Not to him. Looks like he's trying to roll the 3 on top of the 9 ball here. Okay, just trying to get all the way down to the foot of that table. Hitting it a little too hard. Shot on the 10. I think it cuts. He's wanting her to do his work for him. I get it. That's Cole playing safe down there. The double tap safe. She does not want to open that up. Man, if you got a good cue line here, the 10 does pass the 14. Pretty sure she's not risking scratching. I think this is a chance you shoot. Safety battle over there on table 10. This Cole knocking it right in front of her hole, making playing safe a lot tougher here. Am I just totally off base here? Does that 10 ball not cut? Yeah, she's thinking she doesn't want to break it out, but you're breaking it out for you too. Playing the 14. Maybe the 14 is partially obstructing the pocket, and that's what she's thinking. Nope, just playing safe. So now rolling the 10 into a very makeable position, freeing up the 3 ball, but not leaving an angle to deal with the 5. I mean, you really got to create something here if you're going to try and use the 3 in the upper right hand or upper left hand corner and bump into the 5. Can try and cut it in the side, come around 2 rails, but I think you come long. Yeah, this is no walk in the park. good safe plate over there. Liz Cole staring down the barrel of a jump shot. Brant politely saying, I am not sure I have to think about this one quite as long as you. Why don't you let me shoot? He is trying to make something happen. All right, so just banking that. Oh, if you sit it right by the side pocket, you're looking pretty good. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Double fisting. Longest cue case in the world. We have a player here, BS. They don't call him BS for nothing. He's got a one-piece cue and a double predator sleeve sewed together. It's pretty awesome. I love it. Oh, 8. Thank you. Gosh darn it. I am just fabulous at keeping score. It's looking like she's just shooting straight through this. Wow, she had a cut on it. That ball trickling in. Oh, doesn't get there. Pressure's on, man. Look at this table. Nice shot there as well. Look at this table. I mean, you got a cut on the 7 ball here. It's makeable. Almost a full pocket, maybe more so with the 4 ball there. But you got the 8 sitting in the corner. I guess he's coming long. You can kind of only hit the high side of the ball. Making the 8 isn't as much. You got a pretty free shot on the 7. But if you make it, you're looking good. If you miss it, Liz goes out. Back to table number 9. Nice little over and back here on the 5. Wow, chips that ball right in there. Excellent shot by Bill Norval. Gets the over, gets the back, forgets to pocket the ball. And just hanging on that 14 ball. Bummer. Bill not getting too high, leaving himself a pretty steep cut here. But very makeable. Nice and close to the pocket. Melinda, I like playing off the 10 and under the 8 ball, but I realize you're tree-topped, and that is a tough shot. Taking that one down. Bill taking down Liz. 9-4. Starting to slip away. Now's the time to mount the comeback. That was a hard-fought battle over there. Safety battle for days. Wow, hits that ball really good. Unfortunately, slips out of the 8. I thought she was going to get right behind it. Leaving the 3 ball open. If you can hit low on this cue ball and park the 3, or sorry, park for the 5 instead of roll forward, you're in really good shape to win this game. Looks like he wants to roll it. Nope, he's lining up on the bottom side. Here we go. We got action. Good cue position. And you don't have to hit this ball really hard. You just got to hit it on the bottom. Spears it. What a shot. That was a great play on the ball. Two balls away from getting to the hill. This is Max Cigar number 1, Brant Ellenberg. Key ball. Gets to the side rail, right back out, dead in on the 8 ball. (10-4). Ladies and gentlemen, we've got our work cut out for us because we are obviously going to see a hill thriller here. So it's all ladies from here on out. This is Josie breaking over there. Kirsten getting ready to rack and break on table 9. See what Josie's got to say about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in out there. With Railbirds TV, this is Summerfield Habner coming to you from the 2023 Western BCA Championship, brought to you by Ox Billiards, Western BCA, playing on this fabulous diamond pool equipment, man, the best tables in the business. And this is, we're just so spoiled out here. This is the largest regional tournament in North America, right here in our backyard. Beautiful Lincoln City, Oregon. If you ever get a chance to come check it out, take that chance. It's worth it. All right, Kirsten's still racking here. This is Steve versus Josie, and Kirsten versus Lenny. One of these games will clinch it for Max. Task Force 4, stuck at 4. Let's see if they can pull this sucker down. Kirsten to break. She's got a firecracker. Open table over here on table 10. Kirsten to break on table 9. She's dancing. These ladies are so much fun. I don't know if that's considered talking trash. They're smiling pretty big to be talking trash. All right, leans into it. Doesn't take nearly as big of a swing out of that one. Not pocketing a ball. Whew, pretty big spread. I want to be stripes here. Uh, 14-10 is a decent opening shot. I want to hit that. I'm going to hit it pretty hard if I'm going to hit it, though, because I don't want the 14 stuck down there on the 12. That's about your only stripe to start, though. Yeah, that's what he's taking a look at. Real close there, too. Oh, barely missing. All right, now I really want to be stripes. Except that 10 ball is just hanging right on that point. Right on that point, man. Yep, so 14 kind of your obvious starting ball here. 15 and 10, your only real problem balls. This is when you see a lot of comebacks happen too. Teams 10s, they feel like it's slipping away, they're losing, and all of a sudden at the hill, they got nothing to lose. They're starting to have fun. She's out here dancing, talking a little trash, and balls just start finding pockets. All of a sudden, you get a couple wins under your belt. The other team starts feeling it slip away. I think that's the birth of the comeback right there. So let's see if we can find one here. Gets all the way under there. Does she still have a shot on the 11? Pretty close to that ball. 13 ball might give you an option to deal with a 15. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, she's going for it. Yeah, she's got a little more room than it looks like from where I'm sitting. On the camera, it looks a lot better. Undercuts it. Oh, man. All right. Solids have problems. A lot of them. Including the opening shot. Maybe be able to make the 4. Try another combo. He tried a combo on the side to start. Wasn't able to pocket that one. Let's see if the 7-5 is wired up for him. Got a little marital. Oh, marital dispute going on over here. And Paul Marquez lands the maneuver. He's on his feet. There we go. You're having fun out here. I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, but this is when comebacks happen. All right, nice combo there. Drills it. Right? I can't really tell what's going on the backside of those balls. It looks like the two ball might go. I don't think it's either the two or the six he's shooting here. Your daily reminder for pool players to act like big kids, pick up your trash, bring back the pencils, all that kind of stuff. Big shout out to Western BCA for making this event happen. It's not easy. Pool players were not the easiest. And huge shout out to Bad Boys also. Their excellent tournament direction, helping this thing stay together. Man, oh man, tying up that three ball again. We're really lucky to have them. Running a tournament isn't just plugging stuff into a computer; it's being able to orchestrate 74 tables and a world of personality. So, big shout out to them. Thank you for everything you do for us in Western BCA here, and we love having you a part of this event. This is Lenny tying up that three ball. He is bummed too, because yeah, there weren't. He was kind of like in the pack of the problems, and now he's got to get back on the other side of the one ball. He's got to make contact with that three. Doesn't quite get there for the one. All right. I mean, do you want to make the seven even, or do you want to roll the seven in front of the pocket for the 9-12? I kind of like rolling it up table, blocking the pocket from the 9-12, and making him shoot his way out of this thing because I don't see much doing with that three ball. The 3-8 also looks pretty wired in the corner, which means you can't just strike this ball. You got to figure out something, the right way to go about it. Right, drills a seven. Oh, stays up, but I think he's point hooked. Wow. Calling safe. Oh, no way. No way. Oh. Well, called that one. It was wired. And that's going to take him to 5. 6 more to go, ladies. 6 in a row. It's been done before. Oh, whoa. We got action over here. Oh, it is getting late. What time we got? 11:40? That's about right. All right, what's it going to be? Ball in hand here. Did Kirsten run to the bat? Oh, no, that's right. That game's over. Re-racking. We're going to check out what's going on here on table 10 as the rack is happening here. Whew. This table has had a lot of these battles on it. And, all right, playing the 12. Probably trying to take a swing, break these balls out. You'd love to make the 7 ball here. So trying to pocket the 12, probably trying to pocket, I guess not, maybe just trying to get back on this side of things. All right, 13, 13 to make the 7, hide under the 8. That's the move. Somebody saying should make the 14 with the 7. I mean, that's my argument right there. The 13 making it, you get right to the backside of that 8 ball. Unfortunately, didn't make the ball. And huge opportunity here for her. This is Josie. Could see the ball and doesn't have a full pocket here, but. And break-in is Mr. Bill. So yeah, still asking a lot here. Got to make this 5, and then 8, same pocket as a 13. That 13's deep though. That's very doable. Yeah, you don't want to get stuck on the rail here. You'd like to be able to find the bottom of the cue ball. Fires it. Get in there. Nice try. Well, that could be trouble right there. Sweet shot by Melinda. Getting on the backside of this 3 ball. Gonna want to draw back for the 4 here. Be nice. That's great. I didn't realize you had the line to do that. If you can make the 5 and get on the 1 right now, you are stoked. I don't know if the 5 passes that 15 up table. Or sorry, the 12 up table. Blair was getting me. She wants to cut the 6. So trying to cut the 6 and make contact with the 1. I don't know if she's lining up thin enough on this ball. Yep. Illusion got me. Missing the 1 and knocking the 5 into trouble too. That's going to make this a longer rack. It may not matter though. Table number 10 right now. Can he figure out a way to get in and back? Wow, he's just trying to play under it. Oh man. I guess he did say safe there. Wow, I thought he was trying to get on that ball, but called safe, made that ball. Pressure's on here. I mean, what do you got? A Z kick? Yep, a Z kick. That's about it. Mass A. I mean, you can short rail 1 kick it. I guess that's what I prefer is the short rail 1, or yeah, 1 rail kick. Trying the Mass A. Cool. Drill it. Oh, no way. Gets a good hit. Fouls. Oh, heartbreaker. Well, 2 balls away from sealing the deal here at the 2023 Western BCA Championship. This is an elimination round. Max Cigar won, leading 10-5. This is Steve Wald on table 10, looking to close this thing out. 2 balls away. Melinda fighting to stay alive here, trying to backbank this 1 ball. One of our Fun Day sponsors, Carissa Biggs, finally calling it a night, and boy, oh boy, she has long days here. Well, that's going to wrap it up right there. We've got to win 11-5. Task Force 4 eliminated from this event, but man, have they been fun to watch. They've been fun to talk about, fun to talk trash with. This is Summerfield Habner with with Railbirds TV at this Bad Boys orchestrated Western BCA event here at the Chinook Casino and Resort. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Ox Billiards for being a part of this, for being a part of Pool in the Northwest, making things happen for us. We really appreciate it. If you're up in the Seattle area, please go check them out. Big shout out to all of our Fun Day sponsors: Railbirds, Q Sports International, Bigglebox, Legends Billiards Room, Wiley's Side Pocket, Lion X Protective Coatings, Rose City Billiards Club, Jam Up Apparel, Players Sports Bar and Grill, Savage Billiards, The Trough, Striker Fishing Rods. This has been Summerfield Havner with Railbirds Productions. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got more pool action coming at you live tomorrow, so please don't go away. You get a chance, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It's going to let you know every time we go live in Lincoln City and beyond. We'll see y'all again real soon.